YouTube, what's up, man? This is your guy, Manny, and I wanted to come at you guys with another video. Khaleke Hudson could possibly be a contributor to the Washington football team this year. He might be a breakout candidate for the Washington football team this year. I think with us drafting guys like Derek Forrest and some of these other guys, this has now elevated Khaleke Hudson to more so of a role on defense than, just being a special teams kind of guy. Look at the play from practice today. Just look at it, man. He looked like a premier outside corner on this interception, and obviously, he was a guy that had he had a role in college. He had a role. He was a guy that got a lot of opportunities playing that Viper role at Michigan. So I'm going to kind of take a look at what people were saying about Khaleke Hudson coming into the draft. They said that he was a big box safety, right? He was also a guy that can play multiple positions. He was a good edge rusher. The Michigan football team, the Michigan Wolverines, they used him as a Viper type of guy, like a guy who you can deploy and they can go and attack the quarterback. So he's a good edge rusher. He's a good nickel corner. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be used all over the place. And when I see plays like this, I see potential. I see that the team is trying different things in practice. It looked like he was going against I want to say a running back. So you definitely need that kind of guy that can cover the backs out the flat. You need the guy that you can deploy against tight ends, right? So you need those kinds of guys. You need a guy that can guard some of the bigger wide receivers. So when you talk about a corner or a slot position, it doesn't necessarily have to be, okay, it's limited to a guy like Jimmy Moreland. No, you need different options in the slot. I even talked about Benjamin St-Juste being a guy that you can deploy in the slot sometimes, but people say, okay, he's better outside. I'm going to talk about Benjamin St-Juste and Jimmy Moreland in my next Camp Battle series, but for the purpose of this video, you look at Khaleke Hudson. Let's take a deeper look. Okay, he was a guy that we drafted last year in the 5th round, pick 162. He's 6 feet tall. He's 220 pounds, so good size. When I was looking at him coming out of college, I felt like he had short arms, but his arms definitely didn't affect his play in college, and it definitely didn't affect his play in the NFL. You look at last season when he got to get some more snaps, some more playing time because of injuries. His best game by far was the game versus Seattle. That was the 20th of December last year. We lost that game, but Khaleke Hudson started. He had 8 tackles, 4 solo, 4 assisted, and then he had a safety that game. I love what he brings to the table, and if he's making plays like this, he can definitely be in the running for our breakout candidate. We're talking about the need for linebacker. We're searching all over the place, and it just didn't even dawn on me that Khaleke Hudson can be a guy that can be elevated or a guy that can come in and give us more production. So I'm excited for Khaleke Hudson this year. I would love to see him as one of the 3 starting linebackers for us to join Cole Holcomb and Jamin Davis. Now, you probably say, where's Jamin Davis going to play? He can play all over. He can play the Will Sam Mike. It doesn't really matter when you need Jamin Davis. Then with Cole Holcomb, because of his speed, you can kind of play him at several spots as well. So it's up to Jack Del Rio, Ron Rivera to kind of deploy these guys to where they need to be. But I'm excited about the potential to have Jamin Davis. To have Khaleke Hudson. Coach and everybody else have talked about Landon Collins possibly playing linebacker. Every time he's asked that question, Landon Collins is pissed. He does not want to play linebacker. He's played safety his entire life, and he wants to continue to play safety, so that's fine. Landon Collins is on contract for at least 1 more season. Next year, I believe Landon Collins is gone. So when I look at things like this and I kind of read up on Khaleke Hudson, the way that we can use him, whether it's closer to the line of scrimmage where he can kind of rush the passer, create a pass rush, or whether you need him in there as a big nickel guy, you can play him there. 6 feet, 220. That's a big guy. That's like Antonio Gibson type size. That's a big boy right here. So I'm definitely intrigued on how the team can use this guy. And he's definitely more athletic than people think. Like I said, the short arms were like I don't know for me, but after watching him and seeing tapes on him before he came into the NFL, I saw that his short arms didn't really affect his play. This guy could be something. I'm not saying he's going to be a star. I'm not saying that he's going to be a starter, but I'm saying he's going to be a contributor. And keep an eye out for Khaleke Hudson as a breakout player for the Washington football team this year. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree, don't agree. Let's talk about it. I'm going to respond to every comment. And if you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe, please share. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm out.